complained that it was tiny, and then I was trying to save cost of printing. Hello and welcome to my side of the internet. I am Camaa, the eccentric diva, and on this channel I talk about books, writing, self-publishing, and sex education. This video is going to be about my first book, publishing this book right here, this beauty. Have you read it? If you haven't, I think you should actually get it. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Noble, anywhere, everywhere. Now that I'm done ranting about that, I'm just going to share with you like the cost of actually publishing my first book. You can also start guessing how much in naira, in dollars it cost me to publish. Me myself, I don't know, but at the end of this video I'm going to tally it up and we'll find out. But I have an idea of, like, I know like individual, but I never added it up. So first thing is the writing. It took my time, and I think this is one of my fastest ever written book. Add to it that I lost the first draft, or I don't know if Google Drive or Microsoft Word was testing me then, but something happened at 40,000 words, so everything just disappeared. So I had to start from scratch. But in total it's around 60 to 68k words. I can't really remember. It's my first book, but I know it's tending towards like the 70s, somewhere in between, somewhere around there. Then next up is the editing. I was looking for the perfect editor because I did not want to just, write and forget about it. I knew writing is something I really want to, pursue, and I don't want to have, even though they always say like, oh, the first book, like, your next book is always better than the previous one, because yeah, I'm learning. We are always learning, like with every new stuff we do. So, but I wanted it to be marketable, to be up to standard and up to par. So once I was done writing, and while I was wrapping up writing, going through all that phase of trying to recover the document and starting afresh, I was joining Facebook groups looking for editors, internationally, domestic. That was when I was in Nigeria, and I found a couple of people, and I saw some very good editors, but they were expensive. And I saw a lot of whack editors that thought, editing is just about that. Like, first is, like, you need to know this. If this is going to be your first book and you're watching this video, do your research. The internet is there for you to search and Google and understand what you want and what it takes to get what you want. So I already knew what I wanted, and I knew what it would take for me to get what I wanted, and I knew it was going to be expensive, but I didn't want it to cut my throat. But I eventually settled down with one of my favorite editors so far in the history. I think she has worked on two of my works, and she also referred someone else to me when she was too busy to handle it. But that's Edit5 Publishing, and she edited my document. We had this back and forth because I needed to add some things to the story, take out some things from the story. Some things were mundane. As a first-time writer, you want to put everything you want to write about in the book. And so that costs me around, guess how much? 40,000 naira. And in dollars, it's actually how much? Yeah, I'm going to insert it there. That's it, right there. So it cost me around 40,000 naira to edit this beautiful work of art. And this was back in 2019, early 2019, the first quarter, between January February. So I sent it to her around February, so we edited February, March, towards April we're wrapping it up. The book launched in May 19. So towards the ending of March we're wrapping up with the edits. Then the next thing would be the cover. So for the cover, I started working with a graphic designer sometime in February as well too, because I was like, I need to release this book in May. Like, something was just like, you need to release this book in May, release it in May. And just like my next book, my 6th personal book, will be releasing in May 2022. Yes, it's going to be releasing May 2022. This is the template book. This is not the final cover, by the way, but the title is the final title. It's titled Gaga Crazy, and it's about people that are in a long distance relationship, if they actually survive the long distance relationship, or the long distance relationship destroys everything for them and their communication skills too. So that being said, yeah, I have experience with long distance relationship. Take it from me, I think I did 3 years long distance relationship. Okay, that's saying too much about my personal life here, but yes, back to this book right here. So for the cover of the book, I reached out to my graphic designer, and we had this. This was not the original title for this book. I am smart, but I wasn't smart enough to think about this. But the title of the book, don't worry, if you get the book, the original title. I also tried to like mix it within the story as well at some point, because I was having this back and forth to my graphic designer, because I couldn't just envision the book with that title. So we came up with this after racking our head with like 20 different titles, and we came up with 9 Hours Till 5. Thank you very much, graphic designer Toby Adesha. Shout out! And yes, we came up with 9 Hours Till 5, and I spent, back then with the relationship I had, I spent around 50 to 75,000 naira for my cover, but let's leave it at 50,000 naira. So if you do that in USD, as at that time, if you're using 480 to like as the conversion rate, this would be the price in naira and dollar. So that's for editing. Publishing fee, I published the book on Amazon, and then I printed it in Nigeria. I paid 2,500 naira for ISBN fee, and every other thing in between, like transportation and the thank you for helping me out fee, let's call that so it cost me around 5,000 naira to get the ISBN for this beautiful book, and I got the ISBN in Nigeria. So if you convert that to nairas at that time, this would be the price. Don't worry, I have my trusty pen right here. Say hi, cool guy. It's a cool guy, isn't it? Next up is the proofing fee from Amazon. So I asked them to send a proof copy. It was so touching, to my friend in the United States, even though I didn't tell him what to do with the book, but I was just like, I need them to send a proof copy to somebody, because I was feeling important. So I had it sent over to a friend, and I think that cost me around $5. So proof copy cost me $5, although I was there in Nigeria hitting my head on the wall learning how to format my book. I'm so glad this book is my special God gave me book, because it taught me a lot of things. It opened my eyes, and it also made me open myself to to the world of publishing. So I learned how to format using this book. Like, look at this. Would you believe this was the first time formatter's work? And it was so good, even though Amazon stressed me at some point while I was trying to upload it. But now I'm expecting like my latest formatted copy. It's coming in soon from Amazon. I changed, like, this is going to mark, May is going to mark the 3rd year it has been published. Yeah, 3rd year. And I changed the look, I changed the fonts, because some people complained that it was tiny, and then I was trying to save cost of printing. So the font was pretty tiny. So yeah, I changed that. Now it's more readable. I learned, like, better fonts that would actually be good for the eyes and all that. So yeah, it's available on Amazon. Thank you very much for your support. So next up is the printing fee. So like I said, I did print on demand on Amazon, but then I'm still based in Nigeria, and I needed, like, I needed to show everybody that yes, I wrote a book. So I printed 300 copies, and for the 300 copies, I think it cost me around 360,000 to 450,000. I think I'm going to settle with 360,000. I know the number was in 3 something, either 369, 3 something, but let's leave it at 360,000 naira. But I know it was in between 360,000 and 400,000 naira for 300 copies. And if you do it by that division, I think it's around yeah, $7,700 and something for 300 copies of the book, and it was delivered to me. Like, I have a Nigerian copy of my book because it has flap covers. It's somewhere buried deep somewhere. I don't know. If you're in my newsletter group, you understand why it is not visible right now. But yeah, sign up for my newsletter while I'm saying this. Yeah, it's in the description box below. Thank you. So that's how much it costs me to do that. Then we have, okay, I didn't do any NetGalley then. I didn't do any Goodreads giveaway. What else again have I learned this time around so far? I didn't pay any social media fee. All the designs, all the graphic designs for marketing was done by me. The formatting was done by me. And if I was to pay myself back then for doing that formatting, I'll pay myself nothing less than $250 because that thing was stressful. But I'm going to take it out of it because I didn't pay. It was actually my time I used in paying. But financially, in total, how much did I use in publishing my first book? How much did it cost me? Yes. According to my calculations, it costs me it cost me 457,400 naira to print and publish my first book, and in dollars that would have been equivalent, using the conversion rate of $480 to a naira, that would have been $953 to publish this beautiful work of art right here. Pretty right. So how did I save cost on this book? I got my friends, like I got about 5-7 people on my document to proofread. So I uploaded it on Google Drive and I set it to suggestion. So I told them to read. Like, some people couldn't finish it. Some, like, I know it was only like 3 people that finished it because my friends are not the reading type of people, but I'm making new friends. Thanks for joining me. So yes, my only like 3 people actually completed the book. The other people, you know, they got carried away with life until the book released and launched. Before they bought, then they gave it to someone else to read, and they're like, "Oh, my friend loved your book," and I'm like, "Yeah, right. I gave it to you to read. You didn't finish reading it, but it's not your fault. I understand. They are not like the reading type of people." So yeah, thanks for agreeing to be my friend and being the reading type of person. So yeah, I saved costs doing that. I saved costs by learning to format my book. I can teach you that too. I think I have a video here about formatting your book, like the basics of like book formatting, but I offer that as a service. If you want to give me that stress, I am happy to take it on, even though it is very, very stressful, but I don't mind. I'll help you format your book. And what else? I think that will be all. Next, I'm going to talk about the cost of actually printing this book. This is my second book, First Impressions, and yeah, I love it. I love all my books. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below. I'm going to hop on to the next video, just like you're gonna hop on to the next video. See you soon. Happy reading, happy writing. Ciao.